Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now, today's video, I'm going to be going over the 7 keys of life, the keys that you need to abide by to live a successful life. Now, I truly believe if you follow these 7 keys that I'm about to go over in this video right now, you will be a force to be reckoned with. You will be unstoppable. You will be able to move through life with finesse. Right? You'll be able to maneuver through life at ease. So if you truly dedicate yourself, if you don't make excuses for yourself, don't blame any other external circumstances for your behaviors and actions and attitudes towards life, then you'll be able to be successful in this life. If you implant these 7 keys into your subconscious, you will be a totally different person from now on. All right. So in this video, I'm going to be going over the 7 keys of life that you need to know. All right. So let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and get started. So the first key we got, take ultimate responsibility for your circumstances. Now, we have certain people here who make excuses for themselves. They want to make excuses. They want to blame the outside world. They want to blame their external circumstances. They want to blame their environment. They want to blame the people around them. They want to blame all sorts of different things that are around them that they have the control over. Right? If you have the power, if you have that mindset to where you have the power within yourself, you have the ultimate power to move mountains, to move obstacles, to move roadblocks, to move things that are in your way, then that's the first step towards changing your life and going towards a positive direction in your life. All right, there are many people who are in your position right now. All right, people who are worse off than you, people in third world countries, people who are, starving, who are not living, in a positive environment. They don't have the resources as you do. But those same people, they don't make excuses for themselves. That's why I always try to see, different perspectives on life and to, look at people from, all across the world and things like that. Because those same people, they don't have the same resources and the same, knowledge and, different things that are within their lives to help them become successful. All right, but you are blessed enough to be in the position that you are. So we shouldn't be making excuses and blaming everything else and blaming everything, outside of us for our mishaps, for our lack of awareness and things like that. So always, don't blame, external circumstances and things that we have all the control of, because we are powerful beings at the end of the day. All right, so be in the habit. Don't be in the habit of blaming other things, but look at yourself in the mirror and see what you can do to change. All right. So number 2, operate from the belief that life happens for me, not to me. Now, we go through life, we maneuver through life, and we might come at a pit stop. We might come at a certain angle or a certain destination in our lives where something bad happens, something tragic happens. We might be starting a business where, the business doesn't start off right away, and we might start off with $0 that month. And we might tell ourselves, oh, this isn't working. This business is going to fail. I'm just going to quit altogether. We come to these, disappointments and failures, and we just, have that negative connotation towards that specific thing that happens in our life, right? When we have the mind power, we have the awareness, when we have the, the intuition to tell ourselves that, maybe this could be a blessing in disguise. Maybe this is, something that's supposed to happen, right? Life throws you tests at the end of the day. We always have to remember that life throws you tests to see if you are capable of doing the things that you said that you were going to do, right? So when we experience something bad in our lives and then we automatically react and say, oh, wait a minute, this is something bad. It starts messing up with our mind. It starts to move us off course, and we don't know how to think straight. So when we get into that mode where we see these negative outcomes as positive outcomes, we don't attach ourselves to any negative circumstances or any negative thoughts. We stay neutral. We stay poised. So when we get into that mode where we don't think these negative outcomes or these negative things happen in our lives, we don't get so attached to them, and we just, look at the positives in things. I always look at the positive in things. Even if something negative comes towards your life, I always think of the positives. What could go right? Instead of thinking what can go wrong, what can go right in this situation? What's the positive aspect I can get that I can gain from this situation? All right. So always have that mindset. That's important. That's key. So the third key, wake up every day and pursue your vision, regardless of how you feel. Now, if we just do the things, whenever we feel like it, then we're never going to accomplish. We're never going to accomplish the task at hand. We're never going to accomplish the things that we said we are going to accomplish if we just do the things whenever we feel like it. There are always going to be days where we don't feel like doing anything. Like, for instance, myself, there are days where I don't feel like working out, but I get into that habit of telling myself, hey, even though I don't feel like working out, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to have the willpower and I'm going to have the mental strength to tell myself that I'm going to do this thing anyway. All right. It don't have to be working out. It could be, going to work momentarily. You know that you're not going to be in this position for long. You're not going to work this 9-to-5 job for long, because you can see the bigger picture in life. You can see that business forming. You can see your purpose forming. You can see what God is going to unveil for you in the long run. But it's going to take some time, because your timing and God's timing are different. But you can see it over the horizon. You can see it over the mountain. You can see it over that pitfall, that block is just covering your eyes. That's, that veil that's over your eyes. You can see it, right? So when we get to that, that position where we don't feel like doing anything, we have to get into that right mindset to where we have to force ourselves to do it, right? With me, I have a workout regimen. I do the same thing every single day. At first it kind of got boring after a while, but once I got into that, that rhythm and that flow, I just do it. I just get up and do it. Even though I'm doing the same thing over and over again, I just got into the habit of doing it, right? So we always have to have that habit and to have that thing in our mind to where we're able to do the things without, complaining or not feeling like doing anything, because everything in life, we do things in life and we don't, feel like doing it, but we have to get into that mode to where we have to do it, right? In order to, successfully move throughout life successfully. So the fourth key, always follow your intuition. Now, I believe that your intuition does not steer you wrong, but we have to be able to connect our intuition. We have to be able to connect our heart, connect our spirit with our mind, because it's not good to just follow your intuition 100%, especially if your mind and your heart are not connected or not, intertangled and not into one. So that's why it's important for us to connect our heart with our minds at all times. But ultimately, I believe it's important for us to always follow your intuition, especially if your intuition is connected with your mind, right? Because I believe your intuition will never steer you wrong. If you get into, certain situations where, there are probably times where, a person might, get on a train or might get on an airplane, and then next thing they end up missing the flight or they end up missing the train ride. And then they hear on the news that, the plane had to make an emergency landing, or the train crashed or something like that. That's why it's always important for us to follow our gut feeling, to follow our spirit, to follow our intuition, because those things never steer us wrong. Because when we have that connection within ourselves, when we have that internal connection, that positive internal connection within ourselves, it's able to, steer us in the right direction until we are able to make the right decisions, right? So always follow your intuition throughout life. So the sixth key, always be curious, willing to learn and invest in yourself. Now, I believe these three things are very key, that are very important, to always be curious, always learning, and investing in yourself. All right, you need to have, the knowledge. You need to, build your, self-confidence. So you need to build your portfolio of life, All right, in order to build your portfolio of life, you always have to be curious. You always have to be learning. You always have to gain experience. You always have to expand your mind, expand your repertoire, expand your tool case, if you know what I'm saying. So always take the time to invest in yourself. Always, working out, taking care of your body, taking care of your mental, your physical, spiritual, all the above. Just always invest in yourself every single day, because your body will thank you for it, your mind will thank you for it, your health will thank you for it, and all things like that. So always take the time to invest in yourself no matter what, and always take care of yourself. So the six keys, surround yourself with the right people. Now I believe it's important to always surround yourself with the right people, right? Because if you surround yourself, with people like narcissists or gossipers or people who are emotionally unstable and things like that, then you're going to end up turning out like these people, or these people might drain your energy, or make you turn out to be somebody that you don't want to be. It's always important to be with people that are like-minded like you. And at the same time, it's important for you to be able to be around people who, at the same time don't think like you, but you're able to learn from them at the exact same time. So you need to always be with people who are, like-minded like you, who are always willing to, have the same conversations as you. And then at the same time, learn from other people. Even if they don't think like you, always learn from them. As long as they're not, filled with drama and trying to drain your energy and trying to use you for their own personal greed and benefit, always take the time to learn from people. Right? You might be around people who are spiritual. You might, have spiritual conversations, coming up different ways on how to help people, to help humanity. You might be at that round table and always, having, certain spiritual discussions. But then you might want to, hang around with some people who are business minded. You want to know how to, they might be rich or be successful, might have their own business. You want to, join in on them and learn something from them. Learn the game of business, learn the aspects of money, how to make money and things like that, so you can learn from them as well. Right? So always surround yourself with people that you can learn from, and surround yourself with people who are great-minded, thinkers like you. And then the 7th key, every day take action toward the life you desire. Now, we always need to be, whenever we wake up in the morning, we need to always be better than we were yesterday. Always take the time to, go after what you want to achieve. All right. If you want to become, a thought leader or a spiritual leader or a business person or an artist, a music artist, whatever you want to be, always take the time. You should never waste time. You should never have that mentality to where you think you have enough time to do anything. Because if you have that mindset, you'll never get anywhere. So always take the opportunity now. Wake up every day, be in that flow state. Always be in that flow state. Never, take life for granted. Never take time for granted. And always work yourself up. Take each and every day you wake up, use that as an opportunity to do what you want to do in life, right? Whether you need to, write your vision down, right? Have a vision board, or, come up with a specific schedule, a specific regimen. So always take opportunity each and every day to become the best version of yourself and to do what you want to do in life. Always have that in the back of your mind, because you have the power and the capability to do whatever you want to do, but you always have to invest in yourself and to willing to learn and grow and study yourself, and to, diversify in everything that you do. Never stay stagnant. Don't listen to people who are, telling you that, you shouldn't change. You need to stay where you are. You need to play it safe. Don't listen to those thoughts, and don't listen to those things that, the people are trying to tell you. So always want to grow and diversify and develop yourself and invest in yourself at all times. All right, so these are the 7 keys of life that you need to know. First key is take ultimate responsibility for your circumstances. Second key, operate from the belief that life happens for me, not to me. Third key, wake up every day and pursue your vision regardless of how you feel. Fourth key, always follow your intuition. Fifth key, always be curious, willing to learn, and invest in yourself. Sixth key, surround yourself with the right people. And number 7, the 7th key, every day take action toward the life you desire. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Hopefully these 7 keys of life will be able to help you, motivate you to, wake up every day and to achieve what you need to achieve in life in order for you to become successful in this life. All right, so always have that in the back of your mind. Always become the best version of yourself. Do whatever it takes, whatever you have to do to organize yourself and to, always grow, learn, and develop along the way. All right, so do not take time for granted. Do not take life for granted, because this is your time. This is the greatest time to achieve what you need to achieve. This is the greatest time to be alive. All right, so always have that positive mindset as well. All right, so till next time, and always remember, all power resides from within, and always keep the faith, because God and the universe is always working for you. Take care, guys. God bless.